Radar showing the rain now coming in. It's going to be heavy late tonight, but a lot of us are going to wait until after midnight to see substantial rain. The exception will be western Maine. You can see this batch right here is drifting towards us, so that'll move in the next couple of hours. But really, the main storm, again, will be after midnight tonight in through the day tomorrow. Winds are a little bit feisty, 23 miles an hour in Portland, 16 in Wiscasset, 24 in Bangor. And so there's that first batch of rain that comes through the next few hours. That kind of detaches, and then the whole system is really waiting for us still around 10, 11 o'clock tonight. And if you're in down East Maine, you might be able to wake up tomorrow morning if you wake up early enough, and it won't be raining yet. It'll take a while for this front to get here. But for us over western Maine and central Maine and the mid-coast, it'll be raining tomorrow morning. It'll be raining heavily through much of the day tomorrow before the front starts to drift east in the afternoon. We clear out over western Maine. And now down East Maine, which waited a while to get in on it, it's going to see rain tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, maybe all the way into Saturday morning. You can see those heavy bands of rain still sitting there. And then eventually we clear out, and actually Saturday looks quite nice in the afternoon. Temperatures in the 60s and a lot of sun. We will get there eventually. In addition to the rain, of course, we're talking about winds. And the winds are going to be right on the line. I mean, I think we're going to see gusts 40 to 45 miles an hour, east-southeast, which is okay. We can do that. If we gust 52, 53, might have a few more problems. I don't think we will. But the coast is going to be one bullseye, and the secondary spot will be the higher terrain. Probably going to see some strong wind gusts there. Here's tonight, or tomorrow morning, I guess, 3 a.m. You can see those wind gusts are around 40 miles an hour. We see a spike here tomorrow between 9 a.m. and noon. Now this has 48. Again, you can't really take models verbatim, but you can see we're right on that line between 45 or so, and that axis of wind shifts over down east by tomorrow afternoon. So I think we'll see scattered power outages at least, and we'll have to keep an eye to see if we gust any higher than 45. That would lead to much more in the way of power outage activity. So I think we have two bullseyes here. One, western Maine, because we've got the first batch coming in tonight. It sits there, and so we could see 3 to 5 inches into the foothills and mountains. And then a good majority of us see, 1.5 to 3 inches, which is a lot of rain in between. And then the second bullseye is down East Maine, because that band of rain is sitting there tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. So that's another 3 to 5 zone here and there. And I think in between is a lot, but not a flood amount of rain. So guys, the thing with flooding is, this sounds obvious, but you kind of have to wait to see. I mean, if you have a really heavy band of rain, we know they'll be out there, and it shifts around a couple miles back and forth, you'll be okay. If it sits in one spot and somebody gets 5.5, then you get problems. And so there's no great way, much like snow. Sometimes we get out in the snowstorms, we try to find that one band that's just dumping on an area. Right. And that's kind of the same situation here. So we've got potential for flooding, but we're just kind of have to see where those bands set up and if it ends up being a problem, or it's just a lot of rain, which happens in the fall, Yeah.
Indeed
So it'll be a wild night tomorrow, and it's tomorrow regardless. It's going to be very stormy.
All right. Well, keep an eye on things for us, please, and thank you.